You are watching video on SEE preparation grade 10 exam subject science. In this video we are going to do revision of chemistry chapter classification of elements, and this is part 3 of the revision. The content in this video does not give you complete explanation of the chapter as it is meant for examination preparation only. So part 3 revision classification of elements chapter. Question number 1, give 2 reasons. Modern periodic table is less defective than Mendeleev's periodic table. Point number 1, modern periodic table solves the position of isotopes in Mendeleev's periodic table. In Mendeleev's periodic table, isotopes of some elements required more than 2 positions. But in modern periodic table, the position of isotopes is solved because modern periodic table is based on atomic number. The atomic number of an element is only 1. So this problem is solved. Point number 2, subgroups A and B in modern periodic table solved the problem of keeping chemically dissimilar elements together. So in Mendeleev's periodic table, there was a problem of keeping dissimilar elements together, which is solved in modern periodic table because in modern periodic table, elements are separated in subgroups A and B. Question number 2, argon atom can exist freely in nature. Why? Argon atom can exist freely in nature because zero group elements like argon has completely filled valence shell. Either they are in octet or duplet. Helium is duplet and rest of the elements are in octet state. So they do not have tendency to gain or lose electron for chemical reaction. Because of stable electronic configuration, they neither give nor take electron in a chemical reaction. That is why they can exist freely in nature. Question number 3, what is the cause of placing calcium into a group of modern periodic table? There are 2 valence electrons in the atomic structure of calcium, 2 electrons in the outermost shell. So it has valency 2 as it loses these 2 outermost electrons to attain stable electronic configuration. So this is the reason for placing calcium in group 2A of modern periodic table. Now we are going to say question number 4. What is the valency of halogens? Why? The valency of halogens is 1, group 7A elements, because there are 7 valence electrons in the atomic structure of the halogens. So 7 electrons in the outermost shell of group 7A elements. So being non-metals, they are non-metals, they gain 1 electron to be stable in a chemical reaction. So this is the reason for valency 1 of halogens. So the number of electrons gained or lost, that determines the valency of elements. Question number 5, between magnesium and calcium, which element is more active? Give reason. Now magnesium and calcium are group 2A elements. The position of calcium is period 4 because there are 4 cells in its atomic structure. So position of calcium is lower than magnesium, below magnesium, because magnesium has 3 cells in its atomic structure. Magnesium is upper position, calcium is lower position. So calcium has bigger atomic size than magnesium. In this way, as we move from top to bottom in a group, atomic size increases. Due to this, it is easy for calcium to lose electrons in a chemical reaction. Thus calcium is more active than magnesium. So calcium is more reactive or active than magnesium, although both of these elements belong to same group, that is 2A. Why is fluorine more active than chlorine, although both are in the same group? Fluorine and chlorine are group 7A elements. The position of fluorine is higher or upper than chlorine. In this way, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so fluorine has a smaller atomic size than chlorine, and this causes fluorine to gain electron easily in a chemical reaction. So fluorine has a smaller atomic size than chlorine. Since smaller the atomic size, easier to gain the electron for non-metal. So because of this reason, fluorine is more reactive than chlorine. Fluorine is in the upper position than chlorine, and in non-metals, smaller the atomic size, upper the position, more reactive is the element. Now we are going to see number 7. Give 2 reasons for placing hydrogen along with metals in the group given alongside. The 2 reasons for placing hydrogen along with metals like lithium, sodium, potassium are as follows. So these elements are group 1A elements: lithium, sodium, potassium as well as hydrogen. So point number 1, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium all have one electron in their valence shell. Outermost shell has only one electron in all these elements. These elements lose one electron to form univalent cation. So all these elements lose this outermost electron to form univalent cation. For example, hydrogen forms H plus ion, sodium forms Na plus ion, potassium forms K plus ion. So in a chemical reaction, so due to these similarities of hydrogen with rest of the elements, it is kept along with these elements in group 1A of periodic table. Question number 8, elements of groups 1, 2, 3 or 13, serially counting it is 13, are more reactive as they go down in the group of modern periodic table. Why? Group 1A, 2A or 3A or 13. Group 13 are metals. All these elements are metals. In these metals, reactivity increases while moving from top to bottom in a group, because the atomic size increases in a group from top to bottom in this manner. While moving from top to bottom, atomic size increases. For the bigger atomic size, it is easy to lose the electron in case of metals. So bigger the atomic size, easy to lose the electron for metals. Due to this reason, while moving from top to down in a group, reactivity increases for metals. Elements of group 15, 5A, 16, 6A, 17, 7A are less reactive as they go down in a group of modern periodic table. Why? Whereas the elements of 5A, 6A, 7A reactivity decreases while moving from top to bottom. Why? So the answer is group 5A, 6A and 7A, 15, 16, 17 are non-metals. These elements are non-metals. The reactivity of these elements decreases while moving from top to bottom in a group. The decrease in reactivity is due to the bigger atomic size from top to bottom. In non-metals, bigger the atomic size, more difficult to gain the electron as it requires more energy. So in case of non-metals, bigger the atomic size, less reactive is the element, because it is difficult to gain electron. It requires more energy. That means smaller the atomic size, more reactive is the non-metal. Okay, so this is the answer. And question number 10, oxygen is more reactive than nitrogen. Why? Oxygen and nitrogen are non-metals of period 2. Both of these are in period 2 in this way. Nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen 5A, oxygen 6A. Oxygen is more towards right. The atomic size of these elements decreases while moving from left to right. While moving from left to right, atomic size becomes smaller. Atomic size of the oxygen is smaller than atomic size of nitrogen. So in this way, atomic size of oxygen is smaller. The valency of oxygen is 2. The valency of nitrogen is 3. Means the oxygen has to gain 2 electrons to attain octet state, whereas nitrogen has to gain 3 electrons to attain octet state. Okay, so along with atomic size. So oxygen can gain 2 electrons more easily than nitrogen. It makes oxygen more reactive than nitrogen. So this is the reason for more reactivity of oxygen than nitrogen. In case of non-metals, when we move from left to right in a period, reactivity increases in non-metals. Okay, and because of this, atomic size gets smaller. And for non-metals, it is easy to gain the electron when atomic size is smaller. At the same time, valency is also the reason. Okay, valency means how many number of electrons gain. Okay, in case of non-metals, that also determines valency. So valency of elements is determined by the number of electrons gained or lost in a chemical reaction. This also can be understood from this explanation. Now question number 11, what happens to the atomic size of elements while moving from left to right in a period Y? What happens to the atomic size of the elements while moving from left to right in a period y? This is the question. Now we are going to see the answer here. The number of electrons increases in the valence shell from left to right in a period. The number of electrons becomes more in the outermost shell while moving from left to right in a period. This is due to increased atomic number of the elements from left to right in a period because of more increasing order of atomic number. The increase in number of electrons or negative charge in cells increases positive charge in the nucleus. So as the number of electron increases in the valence shell, positive charge in the nucleus increases, and this pulls the electrons more closer to the nucleus, causing shrinking of the atom to decrease atomic size. So increase in the positive charge in the nucleus pulls the electrons more towards the nucleus, causing shrinking of the atom. Atoms get shrink and it decreases atomic size. So exactly in this way, supposing this is valence shell, then there is only one electron, okay, and this is the valence shell of next element towards right. There are 2 electrons, and in the next element there are three electrons in the valence shell, and in next towards right there are 4 electrons. So this way number of electron increases from left to right in a period, left to right in a period. So increase in the number of electrons increases positive charge in the nucleus, and this positive charge pulls the electron towards the nucleus, towards the center, and that causes shrinking or contraction of the atomic size. So this is the reason of atomic size getting smaller in case of period while moving from left to right. In a period while moving from left to right, atomic size decreases. So with this we finish the explanation of this part. We are going to do more important questions in the next part.